Hey, what's going on, everyone? Mason here, and today I'm going to be talking about Rei Ayanami from Neon Genesis Evangelion, particularly about her having schizophrenia and who she is. So, Rei, man, the research I did for this character was kind of hardcore. Not since I did a shit ton, I did a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it was just harder to listen to even more than Asuka. Maybe because I'm used to reading about like borderline personality disorder, but schizophrenia is something I just kind of stayed away from because it's extremely complex. And Ray is actually a. I've always known she's a complex character, but she's a very, very complex character, I have to say, man. so, just reading about her, I'm just going to start about really, there's like two aspects to her. She has schizophrenia, yes, Ano constructed her with that in mind, but at the same time, she's also an angel, not just an angel as far as Neon Genesis Evangelion, but she is, in fact, I would say, a human representation of an actual what a heavenly angel is supposed to be. Where I was talking about Asuka's demons, she's actually an angel in a sense. So Rei, like many characters in Evangelion, her surname comes from a Japanese World War II naval vessel, the Fuki class destroyer Anami. Her first name comes from the character Rei Hino of the anime and manga series Sailor Moon. It's funny. When I go into Misada's episode, apparently Misada is an older version of the lead from Sailor Moon, according to Anna. This was done in an effort to get one of the series directors, Kunihiko Ikahura, to work on Evangelion. However, that failed. So Ono instructed Yoshiyuki Sadamoto, who designed Evangelion, designed a lot of anime where I believe he also did Gunbusters. Yes, he did Gunbusters. I think he did Nadia. He did Kenyu, His and Her Circumstances. He did Gurren Lagann. He did Parasite. He's phenomenal. He might be one of the most talented people in the anime for sure, maybe in the world. I love his designs. They're really interesting. He's a great artist. And so he told him, Sakamoto, that Ray's character design, that whatever else she needs to be painted, and has a bitterly unhappy young girl with little sense of presence. So Sadamoto was inspired to draw Ray by the band Kinku Shoujo Tei's theme song, Hota di Mashio na Shoujo, which means in English, the girl while with bandages. Yukina, a character from Sadamoto's previous work, Koto, served as Ray's model. Ano required a character with cool with short hair, I'm just saying. And Ray was originally designed to be a brunette with dark eyes, but wouldn't work with Asuka. They just wanted to, separate them a little bit. So Sadamoto designed Ray's eyes and hair colors inverted compared to Asuka's. Ono also suggested to draw Ray's eye color as red. That's cool. A feature that he believed would give her more personality as well as distinguish her design from other characters. Her blue hair comes from the main character of Akiura. So that's interesting how Ray was really inspired by a lot of other. And I think that's the whole thing of Evangelion. I really need to get into. I haven't done this at all. I'll make an episode about this, about how Evangelion is a deconstruction of the mecha genre. I haven't really watched a ton of mechas. This was like my first one. This was my first one. Then Fooly Cooly. Then Gurren Lagann, then Kogias, and then Escaflowne. And out of those, I really only consider Gurren Lagann and Escaflowne to be true mecha series. So as the series progresses, Ray's interesting. So Ray starts out as, she's not human. We all know that by now. She's just not a human character. So she starts out as someone who she's just dead, and this is where schizophrenia comes in. So what is schizophrenia? Schizophrenia is a disorder that affects a person's ability to think, feel, and behave clearly. So, yes, that goes with Miss Ray. And what are the symptoms of schizophrenia? So they're behavioral, social isolation, Rei lives alone and she doesn't talk to anybody. She's not close to anybody at all as the series starts outside of Gendo, who she really just serves. This organized behavior, absolutely. Rei really doesn't know how to communicate. She talks in a weird manner. Aggression, agitation. When it comes to Gendo, she did slap the shit out of Shinji. Compulsive behavior. I guess she has some weird behavior, yeah. Excitability. And towards Gendo, yes. Hostility only towards Gendo. Repetitive movements, absolutely self-harm. Towards the end, maybe, and lack of restraint. No, a little. She's weird because I think she displays all this, but only towards Gendo. Like, she's alive. She's almost alive for Gendo at the beginning of the series, and then as it goes on, she becomes to realize that Gendo. And she kind of knew this all along that Gendo really didn't care about her, and she was just a pawn and just built to serve. So because of that, she starts to turn the other man towards him. But at first, she's kind of just dead to everybody else and more alive with Gendo. So kind of, she would be like thought disorder, delusion. Yes, she has these weird delusions about kind of like she's trying to figure out who she is. She has no idea who she is, and she has these weird thought delusions that go through her head several times through this series, and they're not several times, a few times, and they're very interesting to watch. Amnesia. Yeah, actually, when you think about, she doesn't really realize that she's Rei 1. Belief that an ordinary event has special and personal meaning. Sure, yeah. Actually, I would say like the TLT scene kind of has that. There's like just little things here and there that she does. She doesn't, because she's not used to human interaction really. She doesn't really understand like at all. Of all the Evangelion characters, she doesn't get it the most. So when that happens, when something normal happens, she makes a big deal of it and to herself because she's not used to it. Believe that thoughts aren't one's own. Yeah, I'd say she has that. Disorientation. Slightly. Memory loss. Yes. Well, I mentioned the whole Rei 1 thing. And then when she becomes Rei 3, she doesn't really remember either one of them. Mental confusion. Yeah. Slowness in activity. Sometimes, depending on what her attitude is. False belief of superiority. No, she does not have that. She doesn't really think she's the shit. She has... it's the... actress who played Rei, her name is what was her name? Risuku Agi played Rei. She said, oh man, my bad. I read the complete wrong person. So who played Rei? I just named a character for me from getting. My apologies. So the Japanese actress was, of course, Megumi Ishiba. And so she said, what she said about Rei was that, no, I'm sorry, the American actress said this, Amanda Winley, said that Rei is not totally devoid of personality, otherwise she would not be interesting. There is a certain spark of humanity, but it is clouded by this huge sense of negative self-worth and the realization that she is expendable. The joy of playing Rei is exploring that small spark. And also said, I got into a weird mode. I can't describe it. It's good. It's a good thing I'm a little padded room where I'm doing it because that's where she belongs. She knows she's expendable, but the thing is, she's still human, so you can't totally do her. You can't totally do her totally catatonic. And that's actually a symptom of this chick is smart. That is a symptom of schizophrenia, being catatonic. That's very interesting to go into as well. And I'm actually going to do 2 parts of this. Rei is that serious of a character that I'm going to have to do 2 parts of this. So, thank you all for listening to this first part. Like, comment, and subscribe, please, if you feel like it. If not, that's cool too. Check out the web novel and the shop and the Patreon account. And I'll see you guys on the next video.